We're gonna I'm really organizing this one for you. I'm calling this one the Twerky. Why am I calling this one the Twerky? I have no idea. This is the 21 pop Sicilian Dungeon Fast Castle Sargent Rush. Wow, that is a mouthful. I think Twerky sounds a lot better to me. Where did I get this strategy from? Well, T90 showed this on his channel. It was the U Pudding strat. Somebody in my Discord posted this, and I'm very sorry. I did not take it seriously. They said 21 pop, Fast Castle, Sargents, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's just my chat trying to mess with me, just like the 15 pop Bulgarian Man-at-Arm Rush. But I've actually tried it, and it is fantastic. I want to run through the build order so that you can do this yourself, and I want to talk about the rise in popularity of this strategy and everybody knowing that this strategy is coming because it's so flipping good and it's so hard to stop. I think we played 4 games doing this strategy and we won all 4 games on stream. I'm definitely curious to see how far I can take this one. 6 on food, 2 onto stragglers, then I would say a whole bunch onto those berries, because berries is very, very good if you lose control of the berries. If they rush it in any sort of meaningful way, you can then just retreat to the TC where you could collect your turkeys. Make sure that you are pushing in your deer, that is deer lightful, and make sure that you're taking your fast collection food sources as quickly as possible, such as boars, such as hunt deer. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Houses enough to have 21 total population, and you're gonna make a mining camp rather than making a lumber camp. You're gonna go for 2 onto gold. Keep collecting that wood from around, and once you click up to Dell, which should be just about meow. No loom, by the way, no loom. We're gonna pick up loom in Castle Age. You could pick up loom prior to going to Feudal Age, but there's not a whole bunch of point into it. Straggler tree, and you should be able to hit a 13 to 14 minute castle doing this. How many onto wood? I go for a whole bunch onto wood, but I think 6 or 7 is totally fine. You're not going to have a smooth transition market blacksmith. It is going to take just a succulent second to get that blacksmith out as well. I found for myself what really worked was to sell 100 stone to have the additional gold if required, if desired. My opponent is now feudal as well. We're just trying to delay as much as we possibly can the rush that is inevitably going to be coming our way. And the wonderful thing about this strategy is that you drop a dungeon on your gold, protecting it, allowing you to continuously mine gold as you go up to castle without the threat of being raided. If your berries do get raided by scouts, simply just remove your villagers from the food here and send them onto the gold. And there you go. Click up. Stick up. I realized something, that you don't actually have enough wood for a dungeon, so you are going to have to buy the 100 wood. It's fine. Don't worry about it. As we myth path absolutely everyone, realizing the dungeon needs to come out. And as you're going to castle, you're going to be creating sergeants and losing villagers. That's 1 down. Can we get 2 down? Can I get a higher? And then we just create sergeants from that, which will deal with the scouts. Now here's the crazy part. Sergeants in the beginning have 5 attack and 50 HP, but as soon as you hit castle, their stats increase significantly. They go from 50 to 75, which is like bloodlines plus. In addition to that, their stats get beefed a lot. They go from 5 attack to 8 attack, and from the 2 pierce armor to 3 pierce armor, which means that archers with fletching only do 2 damage per shot. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. And these things murder everything. Like, check this out. Scouts. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you're gonna engage here on the hill. Oh, nope. You're just gonna have to run. You're just gonna have to run forever. Now we buy the stone to eventually drop a dungeon down, and we just drop that down right onto the main gold. And look at this. It's just the silliest thing. Okay, can he deny this with the scouts? Nope, the scouts absolutely get murdered by sergeants in Castle H. Can he deny this with vills? I mean, he could try, but the sergeants murder villagers as well. Here we have 1 sergeant fighting 2 villagers, kills both of them, no problem. I think he had 3 villagers on him. Wait. Let's just roll this back. Just let me show you how absolutely insane. So it's 4 vills, 1 sergeant. That sounds like a dirty video in the making. 1 vill down. Oh no, we let him live. But we could have killed him, right? 1 vill down. 2 vill down. Okay, little bit faster. Yeah, okay. And the other one has to run away, and he has a scout there, and we can handle the scout. Nope. Absolutely nuts. I don't need any economy. I just need sergeants. And this is a very strong strategy for Franks. Mass exodus. Check this out. Oh my god. The amount of vills here. These are surrounded by villagers. There's 3 sergeants in there. Now 2, I guess. And they're just murdering everything. And as more sergeants show up, we don't care. Like, holy moly. How many villagers have died here? Like, this is the most insane thing I have seen in quite a bit of time. He can't engage with 17 villagers, 13 villagers now, against 3 sergeants. This sergeant is still not down, finally goes down, and now there's 4 more sergeants. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so in love. I'm so in love with this strat. Yum, 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 so in love. We even built additional dungeons, yada, yada, yada. I know I'm speeding it up, and you guys are like, oh my god, please don't speed it up, poop lord. But I want to show you another game just so that you have a better idea of what this strategy is about. Because what if they went for archers? Archers could clearly stop this, right? Right? Even gets the knight out now to try and do some harassing, but he is not going anywhere. I think we found this spot over here, and now all of these villagers are going to get murdered as they run away. Meanwhile, he's coming in over here, but we have dungeons. So we run in there. Yeah, maybe he gets 1 or 2 vills, but our sergeant's over there to clear this up as well, and it's fully freaking protected. GG, well played. Absolutely insane KD, 29-7. Let's look at the overall economy. Who needs economy when you can just infinitely collect resources? You can actually see that his economy was becoming less and less efficient as time went on. We're just collecting gold. We just need gold. We buy everything. Wonderful, wonderful strategy. If you are up against archers, though, you might want to consider picking up the melee defense upgrade for the additional pierce armor, or you could even get 2 upgrades if you can possibly afford it. That way they'll never do damage to you. Let me quickly just go into the archer one, and I want to keep this video relatively short. 10 minutes for 1 game casted? Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so I thought this was the same individual, so I started off the build order slightly wrong, but don't worry about that too much. We were able to correct. We were going to set up for a TC drop. That's why I pulled both my rhinos in right away, and then chat was like, no, it's a different guy. The last guy's name was Water. There was some pausing. I even revealed that I was going to go for the strat, and this was bad, because now he knows. The strategy itself is quite infamous, A lot of people have watched the T90 video. A lot of people have watched Doubt do this one on his channel as well. Everybody is doing this strategy. So in a way, this is kind of the all-in meta rush. Now we have adjusted, realizing that it was a different person. Same kind of setup, 2 onto wood, rest onto food, either on the berries or underneath the sea. Under the sea, rhinos are cooking, ostrich are looking to be. So we're a little bit slow on the pushing because we did a whole bunch more scouting than we needed to do, thinking that we were going to go for a TC drop. And I love that about this strategy. You can pick if you're going to TC drop, if you're going to go for the super fast castle Sargent rush, and you can transition between them without too much issue. Obviously a TC drop is going to require a lumber camp, and this one is not, but a lumber camp is not the worst thing in the world. Now you're going to see something very, very odd from our Frank player, knowing that we're going to go for the all-in Sargent rush. He ends up correct. There's some weird pausing in this game, okay? Don't worry about it. I'll upload the full video as well. Market, blacksmith. This man is going for an archery range as Frank's. He knew this was coming. He knew the sergeants would be on his doorstep within no time. I think we actually even sparked the archer sport. Do we sport it? There is the dungeon, as I mentioned before. You get a very, very nice uptime with this, between 13 to 14 minute castle. And let's see what we can see. Yeah, we can see the archery range, we can see the market for market abuse, and he's already on gold, pumping out those archeritos. Not quite yet. I think maybe he wants to go for a fast castle in some sort of meaningful way. It's fine, don't worry about it. The sergeants are a coming. He'll be a bummin' pretty soon. I think he wasn't sure whether or not I was doing the sergeant rush or not, but now that he sees this sergeant on the front line destroying his Villigare, he will surely know, especially with the super fast castle age time, and immediately the archers are being produced. What you want to do is you want to drop that dungeon on top of the gold. That way it denies their castle age resources. It stops them from, look at this, look at this. This sergeant is being shot by 2 archers continuously. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. Puts another tower over here on this gold. Very smart decision, protecting it so that he can get more archers out. And this is no slouch time. This is 1500 elo, something that I would find relatively difficult to be up against if I was playing normally. The key is to protect your dungeons a little bit better than I have, but we have a total of 6 of them out already. He managed to go to Castle Edge. I really think he should have transitioned here into Knights. This tower also should have been walled in. Some mistakes were definitely made. It's fine, don't worry about it. Now knocks down my towers. We quickly have to stop that. Come on, Poopy. Realize, oh, it's too late for the realization. We were raiding over here. He did manage to take that down. Now he's coming over here to take this one down. So we're running over here, repairing as well as slicing and dicing. It's absolute chaos everywhere. Clearly this game looks lost for us. We're both in Castle Age. We're far behind, but can we push it through with our sergeant power? 11 to 7. We're still murdering those archers, although he is getting Bach and Arrow. If he can get the crossbow upgrade, that could be very, very detrimental. We're still constructing. Look at these sergeants tanking shots from archer. You need a lot of APM to deal with this. We put another dungeon on the gold, realizing that he was trying to get gold for archers over there. We're going to deny all of the gold sources while killing these stuff with the sergeants. The sergeants are doing so well, just living forever. I just want to live forever. I know I'm doing this way too fast, but I don't want a super long video. Now he's going to go back for the other one, which is a huge mistake in my opinion, because there's already sergeants around that. The amount of kills that these sergeants have made is insane. Once a sergeant does get through to that archer line, they have to constantly be microed while villagers are dying one by one by one by one, and the dungeon itself is still being prepared. How quickly those archers do get cleaned up. GG is called, and wow, it looked a little bit slicey, a little bit dicey for several moments. I know some people in the comments are going to say, well, you should have done this, you should have done that. Who cares? Who cares? I think this strategy has proven itself to be valid, at least in my opinion. KD 45 to 10. That's a pretty spicy KD. All resources collected, we are behind, but who cares? He doesn't have any more economy, and we have a whole bunch of military still remaining. And you can see our APMs are very, very close to one another. I would definitely say that green was on similar skill levels as I am, if not better than I am if I was doing a meta boy strategy. Want to keep it short, want to keep it concise, want to give you my thought, want to say sorry for not listening to people who are telling me about meme strats. Want to give a shout out to T90, a wonderful content creator, and bring this one to my attention. Great meme strat. I think this will be nerfed. I think the sergeants will lose the huge bump that they get from going to Castle Age, which is a shame, because their first crusade, we were running first crusades all the dang time. Fast first crusade, it used to be 50 I think, and then it was 35, and then now it's like 20 for first crusade, but the sergeants themselves got increased in strength. I think that strength even is going to be taken away, although I think this is a very, very fun strategy. And I saw Tato do it against, I think, Dongao, and it didn't look that crazy at the highest of levels. So I would like this to stay in the game as is, although I doubt it, because we want to streamline everything and make all the civs look like each other. And I like the uniqueness. I really do. And Sicilians have never been that powerful of a civilization. And with the reduction of the castle construction time, I felt like they lost some of their identity. I could go on and on and on and on about it, but now I think they're very, very fun for this fast castle all-in strategy, as well as a TC drop with the TC construction rate still being intact. So you can mix and match, and I love it. I love it. I love having multiple memes for the same civilization. But that's just my 2 cents. What are your 2 cents about this new and crazy and unique twerky turkey strategy that I totally came up with and didn't give T90 any credit for? Bye-bye!